Greetings everybody, my name is Tommy the Game Master and welcome to my channel. You know, the Wii U failed for many reasons. Too expensive for the system you got, not being able to convince people that the gamepad was worth it, bad naming, bad timing, you can name it. But quality first-party software was not one of the reasons it's failed. How do I know that? Well, the game I got with my Switch, Mario Kart 8, is one of the best-selling games on the Switch and looks to be one of the best-selling Mario games of all time. Back when it was originally launched on the Wii U, they were giving out a free game to anyone who bought Mario Kart 8. It's how I got my copy of Zelda Wind Waker HD after all. They were also giving out the original Wii U version of the game I'm going to be taking a quick look at today in its new Switch form, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Since I reviewed the main game 7 years ago and my opinion on it has not changed on it, it really is one of the best of the New Super Mario Bros. Games. But it's nowhere near the games it's trying to be a spiritual successor to, and that is Super Mario World. And I'm glad this game is getting a Switch port. People can now see it and judge it on its own merits, rather than it being a failed launch title on a failed system. When the original came out as a launch title for the Wii U, Nintendo was trying to do something clever. First, they would release a new Super Mario Bros. Game for the 3DS, which would be a successor to Super Mario Bros. 3, and whet people's appetites for its bigger brother and the spiritual successor to Mario World. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Why? Because New Super Mario Bros. 3DS is probably fourth on my list of the worst Mario Bros. Games ever made, at least the ones made by Nintendo for the most part. Well, it's not terrible by any means, it's just way too easy and kind of bland for a game trying to be a spin-off of one of the greatest NES games ever made. I think this was made it so spending $400 on a new Nintendo console just to play more of the same made people really burned out on the new Super Mario Bros. Series, so not many people turned out for the Wii U's launch, and I think that's part of the reason why the Wii U didn't get off the ground. Trust me, there are several others, but it is a small reason. At any rate, since I have reviewed it a long time ago, and my opinion hasn't changed on it one bit, everything I said back then I stand by now. So now, instead of taking a look at the direct package, I will send you a link back to my original review. It may be 7 years old and sound like I was using a mic I found at a yard sale for $3, because I was, but it's still worth viewing, so I'll put a link on it. So let's start talking about the game itself. So starting off with the graphics, I noticed they improved the colors quite a bit. It still looks like the game, but it definitely looks like they redid some of the colors to make them brighter, and I think it makes the game look better. Beyond that, there isn't much change in the looks or story department. Let's move into the gameplay. So what changes were made in the gameplay? Well, quite a few small ones were made. First off, you can now choose which character you're going to play as, even a single player game. You're no longer stuck playing as Mario. I kind of like that feature, but that's a small one. The biggest one is the addition of Toadette, and to a much smaller degree Nabbit being a playable character. So what do these characters add? Well, Toadette is the easy mode, and Nabbit is the screw it, I don't even really care anymore mode. With Toadette, you get 100 seconds on the timer. She swims like she's wearing the frog suit from Mario 3, meaning keeping her place underwater is easy. She doesn't slide on ice. Now, I don't mind an easier experience with Toadette. Plenty of the harder stages in the game where switching to her can save a lot of frustration. What I hated is the way they implemented her in the game. Mainly her power-up, the Super Crown, and I hate that more than just for those cringy ballet memes when this game first came out. With this, she turns into Peachette, and she is able to do a double jump by using one of the shoulder buttons and gliding for a long period of times. Do I hate this power-up? No. In fact, it's a lot of fun using this ability. My complaint is she's the only one who can use it, and that is a problem when it comes to this game's multiplayer. Oftentimes, when you find the crown in the box, it's the only one that pops up, meaning only one player can get the crown. And whether she's in the group or not, you can stumble on it as a reward for toad houses or rewards for doing the factor of 11 double-digit trick at the end of the stages. Meaning it goes into your inventory box, your rather very small inventory box, and only one person can use it or get any benefit from it. The game's multiplayer can be frustrating enough with how you have to time your jumps and make sure you communicate with other people that you're doing, or else you might actually send one of your friends colliding into you or sending him just plain into his doom if you're not timing your moves right. So is this a bad power-up or she's a bad character? No, I like the fact they replaced the blue toad with something with just a tad bit more personality, and the fact that they did give a game an easy mode for beginner players. But I do wish that crown power-up could power up everybody. I mean, instead of maybe turning them into Peachette, give them a super cape or something that gives them similar abilities. Would have been a better way of handling the super crown there. Next to Toadette's new ability, the game also comes with Super Luigi U, which was a DLC add-on. Well, I'll give Nintendo credit where credit is due. When they sell DLC, they really do sell additional content. It's not some simple mode that can be completed in an hour or a small add-on package that should have been included with the game. New Super Luigi U is kind of the lost levels compared to what is the original Super Mario Brothers. Similar and uses the exact same assets, but a different and way harder game. First off, the levels are shorter, so you're always in a hurry, and you only have 100 seconds. On top of that, Luigi here can jump super high, but can't stop very easily, kinda like his Lost Levels counterpart. So the game can be fun and challenging way to really experience these whole new stages. I loved it. Unless you use Toadette. Well, I don't mind having Toadette have more traction in this mode, but by still giving her 100 extra seconds, you basically broke what this mode is about. With 200 seconds, I can dilly-dally my way around most of the stages I played without even coming close to running out of time. Still, these are some fun stages, and I did enjoy playing through them, and I'm glad that they're here. So the next thing I want to talk about is who do I recommend getting this game for? I got this because I wanted to play multiplayer with my girlfriend on our Switch. Otherwise, I really wouldn't have gotten this. If you own the Wii U version and are happy still playing the Wii U, all dozen other people who still own a Wii U besides me, you might want to skip this. Yeah, having the DLC is nice and all, but I really can't think of spending $60 on this. By the way, I did get this on a Black Friday for about $30, but I would not have spent $60 on it. There's just no freaking way having owned the Wii U version as well. If you haven't played it before and don't own a Wii U, which I think is probably about 98% of Switch users, then it's a definite buy if you like 2D Mario games, but it never hurts to wait for a sale. And if you are someone new to Mario, new to some of the classic Mario platforms, and you haven't checked out Super Mario World, which is part of the Switch Online, definitely check that one out first. It is the superior game. It is the game that this game is trying to be a spiritual successor to, and it only achieves it halfway. Anyways, like I said, wait for a price drop. It is worth playing. This is Tommy the Game Master. Thank you for listening to this video. If you played this game, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I hope to see you soon.